Hello, friends, and welcome to King's Quest 4. Whew, I'm excited for this one. This is one of my favorite King's Quest games. A thoroughly enjoyable experience, and I hope you're here to enjoy it with me. So much has happened in the original trilogy of King's Quest. We went to Daventry, we got our kingdom, we became king. Sir Graham to King Graham. King's Quest 2, we found the love of our life, Valenice. In the third game, we played as our son, Gwydion, or Prince Alexander, escaping the clutches of the evil wizard Manannan and returning to restore Daventry to its glory. As we all remember, though, King's Quest 3 ended on that cliffhanger. Who will continue the adventure? With the return of his long-lost son Alexander and the rescue of his daughter Rosella from the terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on his adventurer's hat to younger blood. See, we're looking less E.T. now. He flings the battered hat toward the children while his wife, Queen Valenice, proudly looks on. Without her E.T. eyes. Chuck! Oh, the sound in this game. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experiences a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. Oh! Help me, he rasps. Oh, no. Graham, the adventurer's hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. I really like this music, man. And the cutscene, they really stepped up their game. Of course, the characters look like they're gonna go to Maniac Mansion. King Graham lies weakly in bed, Father Death hovering near. Grief suddenly overwhelming her, Rosella runs from the room. "Oh, Father," she sobs, "you're still young. You should have many years ahead of you. Oh, I wish I could help you, Father." "Do you really mean that?" a soft voice asks. Rosella looks up but sees no one. "Who's speaking to me?" "I am," the voice says. "Look in the magic mirror." I'm actually really digging this music. It's mysterious when it needs to be. It's floaty and flighty when it needs to be. Rosella sees an image in the mirror. Who are you?" she queries. And I'm glad to see the magic mirror plays a bigger part in this story, too. She is Butterfly Lady. "I am the fairy Ganesta. In my land of Tamir there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit. But this is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, they would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years. Please, bear with me. I can't just stand and talk in the mirror." Rosella is much heartened by this news. Where is the land of Tamir? Ganesta smiles. "Tamir is very far away, but with my magic, I can bring you here." "We're leaving Daventry again after we just restored it?" "So be it. We will go to Tamir for adventure." Rosella senses that there is more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems? She's heard all the stories from King Graham. She knows how this works. Again, Ganesta smiles. "Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Tamir, I will explain the situation. However, once I bring you here, I can't send you back. You will have to help me first." Confused, Rosella says, "I don't know. What if I can't help you or find the tree?" Oh no, she's getting pixelated. She's turning into TV snow. Ganesta pleads, "You must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weaker by the minute." Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer, and her voice barely audible. "If you care for your father, say yes now." And suddenly, she's gone. Yes. In a puff of smoke, we are here in Tamir. There's the monarch butterfly fairy, Ganesta. Or Janesta. G's gonna be the end of me. The lovely fairy speaks, I am the fairy Janesta. Welcome to Tamir. Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She is stunningly beautiful, but still, there's a certain sadness to her. Finally, Rosella speaks. I know you would like me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I could help a fairy. Don't you have magic? Magic solves all. Janesta looks sadder than ever. You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers. Yesterday, as I was strolling through the woods, Lolette, she yanked something from my neck and raced away screeching with laughter. Immediately, I felt my powers diminishing and my body weakening. I will die in 24 hours if my talisman is not returned. Lolette stole her talisman, her magical talisman, and she sheds a single tear. Oh, this cutscene was going for the Oscar. Intently, Janesta looks at Rosella. Lolette is very evil and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I fear it will contaminate my whole country. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman. She's running on fumes. Rosella is unsure as to what she can do. Meekly, she asks, I want to help you, but how? You can do more than you think, Rosella, Janesta assures her. I believe you will be able to penetrate Lolotte's domain. We'll use a cardboard box. Solid Snake knows what he's doing. Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit? Remorsefully, Janesta looks at Rosella. It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island within a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains. Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I will help you in any way I can, Janesta. How can I find Lolette? Oh yeah. We are the hero. Rosella is the hero. The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lolette's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. No longer are we the damsel in distress, for we are heroes. Janesta looks weaker as she says, There is not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. One thing I must do for you, though, I shall disguise you as a peasant girl so as to not attract attention. Thank you, Janesta, I think, Rosella stammers. It will be better for you, the fairy says. Well, I must be off while I can still fly. I know you can do it. Now I need to go binge Breaking Bad. Goodbye, good luck. And we are left here. Left to our own devices, left to have our own adventure. You're on your own, Rosella. But she's not. She has me. She has us. We can do this adventure together. There it is. There's that little nice little chord at the end. Just letting us know the song is over. Or no, the song's restarting. I think my enter key will have something to say about that. Yeah. There we are. Make it a little faster. Good. I know we haven't done anything, but we'll go ahead and save it. Our adventure begins. Rosella, what? I forgot. I must look around. A river, coming from the east, spills into the blue ocean before you. A lonely beach edges the ocean. From atop the bluff, a lovely meadow stretches eastward. A cold river carves its way through this lush, flowery meadow. Let's see if we can just stroll on by. Yeah, just waist high. Nothing to fear here. You are wandering through a thick wood. You hear birds chirping from many trees. You see small birds here and there. Do not mind me, birds, for I am just a poor peasant girl. You see a crude mine shaft in the midst of this forest of pine trees. You say crude, but I think it looks quite lovely. Oh my gosh. Still falling down things. I can do it. Just keep it up. Let's see. Well, yeah, we'll keep that file. I know I can't do anything in here, but might as well check it out. You have encountered a group of small men working in this diamond mine. They're not too friendly, though, as one of them forcefully tells you to leave the premises. Ooh, okay, all right, I'm skedadding. I'm a skadoodling, it's okay. You are roaming through a dense forest. Now we're getting to the mountains. A mountain range rises to the east from the forest. A narrow path winds steeply up the side of it. Well, let us climb this mountain. For what is a mountain doing here if not to be climbed? Oh no, Lalat's goons! Hey guys, whoa! Alright, well I think they're just eager to have me at their place. For chips and dip, you know, it's just how it is. They know I don't need to bother climbing the mountain.
Well, my pets, Lolette hisses, what have you drug home today?
Lolette gives you the once-over, and as she does, her red eyes begin to narrow.
Are you a foolish girl who wandered here by mistake, or are you a spy sent here by my enemy, Janesta?
Spy? I am just a peasant girl. You swear to Lalette that you are nothing but a poor peasant girl who has lost her way, but she doesn't seem to believe you as her mouth begins to snarl and her eyes narrow to mere slits. For the first time, you experience real fear and begin to tremble. Wow, I guess the dragon didn't mean anything to us. Lalette snarls.
You don't look stupid enough to have wandered here. I believe you're a spy. Take her to the cell.
Oh, man. Look at us in the dungeon. Some first bad moves for an adventure. You have found yourself in a horrible cell. It looks as if others have found their way here too. Hopefully you won't end up like them. Well, might as well make friends with them. Look, skeleton. At least 2 unfortunate individuals have met their end here. All right? Talk, skeleton. Who would listen? Oh. They don't want to talk to us. That's fine. That's fine. We can enjoy the silence together. That's something we can do together. Yeah, let's see. Look. I believe that's called a rack. An ominous machine lurks in the corner of the cell. As to its purpose, you don't want to know. Ooh. What is that? Is that a 9-tail? Look, whip. A whip hangs on the wall. You hear the henchman returning. Perhaps they are setting you free. Hello, henchman. The henchman motions for you to follow him. Just a stroll with the henchman. Lolette gives you a sickly sweet look.
You're lucky, my dear, she coos. My precious son Edgar has taken a liking to you, and he believes you. He's convinced me to give you a chance to prove your innocence.
You glance at the homely young man standing next to Lolette. He blushes. Oh, how adorable. Lolette continues.
I wish to own the unicorn that inhabits the Meadowland. Bring me the unicorn, and I shall not only set you free, but reward you as well.
To her henchman, Lolette orders,
Go! Take her back to the forest.
they surely do like to carry me by the hands. They just want to hold hands, I think. I think that's all it really is. And that bass is getting crazy. Okay. Well, what is happening here? Roaming through a dense forest. Look, bird. A pretty robin pulls hungrily at a long earthworm. Look, worm. Take, worm. Ooh, a nice little ditty for getting those points. Look, worm. There it is. There's the worm. Okay. Well, we've strolled east and west. Now what about north and south? You see a beautiful waterfall cascading down the mountain into a deep blue pool. From the pool, a river courses westward. Around you, a dense forest closes in. This is a magnificent waterfall. It tumbles into a deep pool, which then flows westward as rushing water. You are walking through a forest thick with pine trees. A nearby river rushes westward from the distant mountain range. In the distance, you see a larger house. Okay, we have the mine. We have the castle on the mountains. We have a large house here. We have another house here. Let's see. You have come upon a cute little house built right into a huge tree. An old water wheel attached to the house goes unused beside the little river that flows gently before the house. Well, this one looks fun and inviting, so I say let's check it out. The new poor peasant girl would like to say hello to her new neighbors. Well, look, house. The roots of this great tree envelop a little snug house. Smoke lazily curls from its chimney, and an old rustic water wheel rests beside the bed. Open door. Oh, these sounds are cracking me up. This is the main room of the Seven Dwarfs' cozy treehouse. What a mess it is. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You have entered the small upstairs bedroom of the Seven Dwarfs. My goodness, these dwarfs are sloppy. Well, really pointing out to how much of a pigsty this place is. But leave it to me to clean. I think we saw these dwarves in the mine. They're working hard. I can be their maid for the day, just help clean up. That's all I'm really doing, just helping them out. Trying to make friends. That's what I'm doing. Cleaning the bedroom, cleaning the kitchen, and now we're sweeping. Rosella, I gotta say, you make a good first impression. You hear the dwarves approaching. You watch quietly as the dwarves file in one by one, get a bowl of soup, and take a seat at the table. Yes, please do come in. The soup is warm. Your house is clean. There's a little magical ditty playing for everybody. Please enjoy the music, enjoy the atmosphere, and most importantly, enjoy each other's company. Especially mine. I'm Rosella. Nice to meet you. Soup for everybody. And here we are, number 7. This dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup. Oh, you hungry boy, enjoy. The 7 dwarfs seem very pleased that you tidied their messy home. One politely asks you your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with him and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. It was for me? Why, thank you. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat the surprisingly delicious soup. Well, I have to say, our adventure started off with a little bit of a hiccup, meeting an evil witch who has it out for me. But now we've made 7 friends, and, 7 is more than 1, so I think we have more good than bad right now. That's the way I'm looking at it. Let's see. Talk. Dwarf. You politely talk to the dwarf nearest you. Where are you from, Rosella? He asks. You tell him, Daventry. The dwarf thinks for a moment. Never heard of it. It is kind of funny how we go to all these different lands aside from Daventry. We truly are building a world here. Let's try again. Again, you engage in conversation. Is Daventry far from Tamir, the dwarves wonder? Very far, you tell them. How did you get here, they ask. As you don't want to get into specifics, you tell them, by sea. That answer seems to satisfy them as they return to their eating. It's time for the little men to go back to the mine. Goodbye and thanks for the soup, you call as they take their leave. Yes, thank you very much. Glad we got to have this quiet little moment. What's this? One of them left something at the table. Of course, they left all their dishes. You finished your soup also. It was the best soup you have ever tasted. Maybe, though, you were just really hungry. Well, maybe I should do a little bit more cleaning? Not that it's absolutely necessary, just a little friendly thing to do. Phew, I hope that's the last of it. Let's see. Look, table. You see a long wooden table. You also notice a blue pouch. Look, pouch. There's a blue pouch in the center of the table. Take pouch. Do. Look, pouch. Diamond pouch. Look, diamonds. I guess you just look at it. There's no description this time. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this right now because I have locked myself out of finishing the game like this before. Did this on a stream. I gave the diamonds exactly to who wants the diamonds, which I thought was the right thing to do, but there was another step before that. See, they won't kick me out this time because we're all friends. Look at this expert miner. Hits the wall. Little diamond or gold dust just falls down, immediately catches it, puts it in his pocket. Okay, let's see. Fell down a little. Don't mind me, boys. I'm okay. You see the busy little dwarves hard at work within the diamond mine. The diamonds flash and sparkle from the earthen walls. Talk, dwarf. You say hello to the small man next to the diamond bucket. He seems amazed to see you here. Rosella, he exclaims, what are you doing here? Don't you know this ain't no place for a fine girl like yourself? You don't agree with that, but you don't argue. Give pouch to dwarf. You're not close enough. Give pouch to dwarf. Being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of diamonds to the dwarf. His gruff exterior softens a bit. Nah, you can keep it, he says. We've got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. The dwarf's gruffness returns as he says, now skedaddle on out of here. Look, lantern, unlit. Nice. Okay, so in order to get that lantern, we had to try to return the diamonds as you just saw, showing that we're just, very kind, good person. But I gave the diamonds away on one playthrough, and I couldn't get the lantern. But now I've learned my lesson, as we have just seen just now. Now, let us continue westward. Well, this is beautiful scenery right here. Let us gaze upon it. A gentle stream meanders its way through the trees. A rustic stone bridge crosses its path. But what is under the bridge? Look under bridge. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Aha! You have found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. Gold ball. Whoa. Some music. And a horse. This must be the horse Lolette was asking for. A green meadowland filled with beautiful wildflowers surrounds you. Look, horse. You see a beautiful wild unicorn in the meadow. Its coat is dappled gray, and its wonderful horn shines like gold. The unicorn shies at your approach and trots away. Do not go, horse, please. I can offer you a pouch of diamonds. Surely unicorns like those. Wistfully, you stare out over the ocean, wishing you could go home and see your family again. Unfortunately, reality sets in and you remember your difficult situation. Turning your head, you look eastward toward a meadowland covered with wildflowers and heave a big sigh of sadness. A sparkling white sand beach edges a vast blue ocean. Turning to the east, you see a lush, flowery meadow. The scent of wildflowers fills the air in the lovely green meadow. Little stump there. Makes me think of Link to the Past. A kid would play music for all the little forest animals. Numerous water lilies float serenely upon the lovely little pond nestled in these woods. Atop one of the bigger lily pads, you notice a rather large frog, wearing a little gold crown. Well, let us save the game. Frog King. Talk frog. Ribbit. Ribbit. Well, what else did you expect from a frog? True story. The diamond lantern, gold worm. Well, let's see. Gold crown, give gold ball to frog. You accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. From atop a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with, yes, your lost ball in its mouth. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you. Oh, we're waiting for it. He's a little up there. Let's see, take frog. Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big, bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. I don't think we're disgusted. In fact, I think we should kiss the frog. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Prince! Suddenly, the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to be a princess. Why, you're nothing more than a peasant girl. You blanch a bit at that remark, but say nothing. Well, ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. Yeah, man. Chill out. We helped you turn into a human, and all you want is more, man. Well, I think that's a good place for us to stop. So won't you please join us in the next video of our King's Quest 4 Let's Play? Thank you.